this computer, right? So you're going to create your Lovable app. You're going to publish your link to your Lovable app. Um, and then you're going to try JavaScript, right? Uh, and write one paragraph. And so I want you to submit. The easiest for me is if you can submit this in a Word doc. So you're going to write one paragraph about what you learned in the SoloLearn. You're going to take a screenshot. So you can take a screenshot. Like, for example, if you come here, right, you see I've already completed section one. You take a screenshot. Ideally, if you want to do a really fancy one, you put your name. So it has your name there and your screenshot showing you completed section one. That's good. You write one paragraph, you put that in a Word doc, and then you can also, in the Word doc, put the link to your Lovable application. Just please make sure you publish. So if we go to Lovable, let me just go to Lovable here. Make sure you publish your application. This is something that students don't always do. It just gets confusing because if you have not published your application, I can't see it, and then I will take off marks because I can't see your assignment, right? So if we go here to the tic-tac-toe game that I made, I showed you guys, you just go publish over here. So I've already published it, which is good. You're going to get a link there. You can even customize this link. So what's nice is this link is available to me. It's available to anyone as well. So my app is up to 8, but you'll have a link here and you can test it yourself to make sure it's actually working, which is important, right? You make sure it's working. You open the app. It's important to do this on your side. Please test because I have this every semester where students don't do this and then it doesn't work and then I'm going to take off marks, right? So you make sure your link works, right? Because, it may not work for many reasons, but just make sure it works. It takes 1 minute. And then you can play, for example, against Easy AI and you see it's working, whatever your application is. Yeah, that's good. Oh, and then, okay, you see it doesn't do it in the right spot. Okay, good. Okay, so that's what you should see. You should see your app. You should be able to refresh the link. And the advantage also like this is you can see like this is opportunity for you guys as well. If you have projects that you want to do later in the semester, we'll show you more advanced features, obviously, but you can build real web applications with this, which I think is really cool. Whatever interests you, right? Like I'm not forcing you to make, you can make a game if you like that. You can make an application related to your culture. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that you want, it's a good idea. It's something you can also share with people on social media, right? Which is nice because you have your application, it's up and running. And yeah, so I hope that answered the questions about SoloLearn and about submitting the application. If you still have questions about it, just ask them now.
Yeah, I still have. So I don't know if you could please go over it a bit one more time for me. Yes,
Okay. To go over the assignment, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah. So for the assignment, right? So I want you to do two things, right? So like imagine we'll just create a sample Word doc, right? Just to show you what it would look like, right? So we can do that. So the first thing is you can put for the Lovable. All you have to do is put your Lovable application, right? And the link. What's very important is this link that works, that I can see it. Some students they submit a link which is not the right link. I can't access it. I take off marks. It's very simple. I just want you to have your link that shows me your application. Maybe if you like, you can put one or two sentences about it. Like for example, mine would be like a tic-tac-toe game. But it's just very important that I have this link and that it works. I kid you not, each semester students submit a link that doesn't work. And then I can't see the application, right? So this is very simple. I can see it, I can test it. So that's the first part. It's very simple. You just go, back to Lovable over here, right? And you publish, right? It's free to publish. You don't have to pay anything. They maybe prompt you again to try to subscribe for all kinds of things. You don't have to pay anything. Click publish over here. I've already done that. If you haven't done that, there are a few buttons you'll need to click the first time. It takes about 2 minutes. You'll get a link. You can even customize the link, the name if you want the first time. So you're gonna get that link. That's the first part of the assignment, right? Is just to make sure. And like I said, I know it's kind of repetitive, but that the link actually works. That you open it. The easiest is to open it up in the browser here, and you see like a link like this, right? It means it works. It's good. Like I say, every semester some students submit a link that doesn't work. I don't know why. It takes 2 minutes for me to see, and if you don't have a link that doesn't work, you're obviously going to lose marks for that. So please don't do that. It takes 2 minutes to validate. So that's the first part. And then the second part, I want you to complete until the end of module 1 quiz. So when you've done that, right, you can work on it today, you can work on it tomorrow. I've extended the deadline. Many students asked me, the assignment was initially due today at 1 p.m. It'll be due tomorrow 9 p.m. So you have an additional day to work on it. So that should reassure some students, right? And like I said, the class also today is much shorter, right, than the entire time, with the expectation that you'll spend at least, let's say, an hour after class sometime today working on this assignment. If you haven't completed it already, and then you're just going to do a snip, right? So this is going to show me, let's see, the profile, and the key thing is module 1 quiz completed, right? So let's do that. Let's give it a second. There you go. And then you'll write one paragraph about what you learned from the SoloLearn. So you'll have done those exercises. Maybe about data types, basic HTML and JavaScript working together. You'll write one paragraph about what you learned, and that's all I expect you to submit. Is that clear?
This is clear. To submit to how to submit to okay, when we're done with this, so we're gonna submit by email or what?
No, by
What's
Omnivox,
that?
Omnivox.
Omnivox. Okay. All right.
You're gonna go into Omnivox here, right? You're gonna see the assignment. Your assignment may be a little bit different than mine, but you're gonna go into this class, Introduction to Programming. You're gonna go into assignment 1, please, because this way I have a record of everything. I have the time you submitted. It's very nice. It shows me in red if it's late. It shows me if it's not late. I don't have to analyze it and check what time you submitted. And you can see the deadline's been updated for tomorrow at 9 p.m. So you're going to see it here. Your layout may be a little bit different, but you're going to go in assignments. You're going to see this course, Introduction to Programming. You're going to click. Obviously, you're not going to see who submitted. You're not going to see these details, but you're going to just upload the Word doc. You can submit multiple times, right? So if you change your submission, that's not a problem. I don't mind if you submit once before the deadline and then maybe you realize you wanted to update something after the deadline. That's okay, but just try to target to submit before the deadline. I will take off marks for late assignments, right? The extension, it's been extended, right? So it's tomorrow, 9 p.m. I know a lot of people, some students were emailing me, they wanted an extension. So I give you guys a day and a half extension, which I think is very reasonable. That gives you until, and like I said, I'm not taking off enormous marks for coming late. I mean, for assignment late, but just it's important to do it. Have a deadline. It encourages you guys to finish it on time. You have other classes, you have other assignments. So just, it's good. You get this done. This assignment's done. And you submit it over here on Omnivox. That's right. Because for I know this is your first semester. So it's a bit, I understand. Omnivox is new to you. Yeah, it's not the easiest tool to use, but once you get used to it, it's okay. So you'll go to your assignments. You'll check on this class. The main thing is Introduction to Programming. You want to make sure you submit the right assignment to the right class. Some students, sometimes they submit the wrong assignment to the wrong class. So just make sure you submit that. And there'll be a button to upload. You can upload the Word doc. It'll show you once you submit it. You'll see your submissions. I see the submissions. And yeah. Is there anything else? No, it's pretty straightforward. Just make sure it's submitted. You'll see once it's submitted, you'll see a list. You'll see a history of all your submissions as well. Here, I see it, but you also see it, which is good. So yeah, it should be something like that. You'd have ideally put your name in it over here, and you write one paragraph about what you learned, and that's the first assignment, right? And I encourage you guys to work more on we'll show you that more next week, adding additional features, right, to Lovable, and we'll be continuing also with the Solar. So if you want to do more with the Solar, go ahead. I encourage you guys to do that. I think it'll be beneficial for you guys. I think you'll learn a lot. It's a nice, easy way of doing things with the Solar. I'll just pause the recording here.